The Detroit Lions crapped the bed on Christmas Day, and it was, so entertaining for me. I don't even care that it was 3 net passing yards. All the stuff that you want to say about my developing Minnesota Vikings. Because I know what growth looks like, development looks like, and I've been tapping into my crystal ball. And I know next year is going to be one hell of a year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. Welcome back to the Purple and Gold Bar Show, guys. We are at it again. I just wanted to kind of poke the bear a little bit. Remind everybody, this is a live I did. This is the thumbnail if you guys want to go look for the live, where I broke it down that these Detroit Lions, they're not like us. We're going to get into some salt, ladies and gentlemen. I got a good video for you guys. We're going to have some fun today. We're not going to watch the entire clip because it's just too much salt. I don't want to go into overdosing on salt here. Detroit Lions salt that, it is so delicious though. Let's let the boys over at Woodward Sports, the guys that, want to talk so big before the game starts, thinking that they know a thing or two. And that's 2 games now this season where they wanted to talk trash, act like they were the big bads, and now look at you. So we get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the salt. Let's enjoy this together.
That was an embarrassing performance by the Detroit Lions. They should feel bad that they made America watch that on Christmas. They should feel bad that they made Jesus watch that on his birthday. That was absolutely embarrassing football. 6 turnovers, blown snaps,
they
guys giving up. Aleem McNeil gave up on a run outside the quarterback. Max Brosmer is running outside of the pocket. Aleem McNeil just stops chasing him so he doesn't run out of bounds. He cuts it upfield and he gets 8 more yards. That's not grit. That's bullshit. And that is one of your highest paid players. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
He's hurt.
I don't care if you're hurt. If you're hurt, don't fucking play. If you're too hurt to fucking chase the quarterback out of bounds, don't play in the game. Sit down. Say, I can't do this. This isn't good for me. I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. Don't go out there and be a bitch, because that was bitch shit. And you gave him a free first down, and that's just a punch in the fucking face. It's embarrassing. It's effortless. And it was just terrible football. They should all be ashamed.
Aleem McNeil had in the game with an abdominal injury.
Then
left
don't
the
play.
game with an abdominal injury.
Then don't
That's
play.
what happened. He did not play.
He did play. I fucking saw it.
He left the
and
game because of the abdominal injury.
Then don't play. If you can't chase down a quarterback, if you can't go out there and make a play, don't play in the game. Don't be in there in the first place. Don't put your team in a compromising position. You made all the money. Go sit on the couch on Christmas if you can't give an effort.
He gave it up. He's
fucking
hurt.
Awful.
He was hurt. I'm not killing him for that one. By the way, I'm not on that side of the train either. Like, I know there's probably tons of comments in the Woodward Sports chat. I think Dan Campbell lost the team. Gaze Blase. That's not the case. When you talk to people around the team, you talk to people, work for the team. Like this, he hasn't lost the team.
I will give him credit because he is right. He hasn't lost the team yet, but go back and watch that live. I talk about the 5 stages that these rerun kings go through. They've already made it past the part where they reach their highs and they can't break through. And then they start losing their quality coordinators, their coaching staff, and now they start overpaying everybody. And now they can't keep all their glue guys. They're guys that actually do the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. I think next year he loses the locker room, so he's right about that. We'll give him credit. But it's coming, brother. It's coming. And I try to tell you guys, oh man, did I ever try to tell you Lions fans?
It's coaching. It's roster.
It's the coach.
It's a shit show right now. Because right now, even looking back last week, Christmas was a room for me. My heart was broken on Sunday against the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a game you should have won too. Like you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers team. How many All-Pros and Pro Bowlers the Detroit Lions have versus that Pittsburgh Steelers team? There was no excuse to use that team. So my heart was already ripped out. You go into this one, you got completely out-coached. Brian Flores fucking owns Jared Goff in the absence of Ben Johnson.
He owns Dan Campbell. Say it differently.
No,
Brian Flores owns
Jared Goff
Dan Campbell
in the absence of Ben Johnson.
Okay,
and
so
I guess Dan Campbell
who is it on then? It's on Dan Campbell because he's the play caller. He's so great at play calling. No, he got his ass beat by Brian Flores twice this year. He got his ass beat by Sean McVay. He got his ass beat by Mike Tomlin. Dan Campbell's not ready to swim in those waters, obviously, because he's getting out-coached. He's coming out in the second half and getting shit on 3 weeks in a row now and twice by these Vikings.
Let's be real, though. Dan Campbell's job isn't supposed to be play caller. None of that. He's just supposed to be the manager. He's the culture guy. He came in to switch the culture up, to give him that hard-nosed grit. But since taking over play calling, always going on fourth down, let's keep it rolling. You know how many games they could have won had they kicked all the field goals that they had? Oh, you just hate to see it, don't you? But, that's what happens when you get a little bit too full of your own britches and maybe drink too much of that blue Kool-Aid.
You need help. He needs help. You need to do better at hiring your staff to put people around you to have success. Right now, are you the Jared Goff of head coaches? You need everything around you to be perfect for you to have a winning fucking team? I love you, Dan, but you put up piss poor performances in the past 3 weeks in a row. First half looks fine. Second half, you come out, you shit.
I got to interject there. That was a great line. I did not expect that. The Jared Goff of coaches. Let's be real. I've been saying this all season. I've been saying this for a long time now, that Jared Goff is not that guy. We made big game Goff showed up in the first game with a 3-point lead. That's embarrassing. When it didn't really matter. They could have lost that game, and had they stayed the course and actually were a good team the rest of the way, they could have made it all up, but they didn't. And then on Christmas Day, when the actual pressure was on against a backup quarterback that is still learning and growing to become a backup. He ain't even developed into a backup yet. And with 3 net passing yards, absolutely embarrassed Jared Goff. How can you have a better performance with 3 net passing yards? How was that a better performance than Jared Goff with his 5 turnovers? Guys, Jared Goff is no different than Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers, any freaking great quarterback with elite stats that never put it together in the playoffs. That's what he is. In the era of sports psychology, you damn well know. Okay, Lions fans, rub those 2 brain cells that you have together. Think about it. In this era of sports psychology, do you honestly think that the Rams didn't spend all kinds of money with sports psychologists, freaking voodoo doctors, hypnotism, freaking whatever, to help Jared Goff overcome that mental block that he has, that inability to put the cape on? You think they didn't waste all that money? Of course they did. And guess what they found out? There is nothing that you can do to make him into a winner. And you guys got fleeced for Matthew Stafford. The first time ever a number 1 overall quarterback was traded with draft compensation. How pathetic is that? This is how bad the ownership and how bad the front office is, because that just proves everything that you need to know about the Detroit Lions. I've been saying this for years now. Their front office, their ownership, they're the idiots that decide to build on swampland when just 500 feet to the right is good land to build a foundation on. They're the idiots that don't wait until their foundation is set before they start trying to run. That's the problem in Detroit, because they're not built like us. We're a top 10 all-time winning franchise. They're a bottom 10 all-time. And it starts at the top. It doesn't matter if you can be a bottom feeder, last place scheduled for a decade, picking up all these high lottery pick players until eventually somebody comes in with a little bit of sense and makes them play good. Because at the end of the day, you guys still do the same thing over and over again, and this is what you have. You guys are watching the downfall of the Detroit Lions in real time. If it's not next year, it's the year after. They will be on a last place schedule for probably a decade, cycling through coaches, trying to find that magic. I'm telling you, the only way they're going to fix this is if they sell the team and fire everybody in the front office, because it starts with them. When you have a faulty brain and faulty logic, you get the Detroit Lions.
That's just what happens when you, again, in the absence of Ben Johnson, this guy fucking Flores cranks up the pressure on Jared Goff, and he can't do shit about it. That's twice now you got beat. First time by J.J. McCarthy, you thought you were embarrassed then. They went and do it with fucking Max Brosmer. If that's even his fucking name. I don't even know the guy's fucking name. The 3rd-string quarterback. The shit about the offensive line, I get it. It wasn't pretty. You've been pressured just as many times throughout the season. It's Brian Flores dressing that shit up and getting after the simulated pressures. Fucking Bosmer was pressured more. They won with a fucking 3rd-string quarterback. They had 3 of their starting offensive linemen out, including their 2 best offensive linemen. That just wasn't enough of an excuse for me. You're fired. Lots of cleaning up to do. Dan Campbell talked about it. But it didn't ruin my Christmas, man. I think today sucked more. I think the aftermath sucked more than the actual game, because now you're getting clowned on Twitter by the fucking Bears fans, by the Vikings fans, Packers fans, Cowboys fans. Where the fuck did you come from? You fucking losers. I saw Cowboys fans say your Super Bowl was the game against them. No, we didn't give a fuck about your team.
Did not care about that game, though.
Not at all. We gave you that ass whooping last year. We exercised those demons. It's just
Lunchbox says Spenny Dan is 3-2 against Flores on the field. It's not. What's his record when he's calling the plays? 0-2. Like, what are you talking about?
I think
When Dan has
first
Ben Johnson, when he's got Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn, sure, he looks great. But when he's calling the plays or when he's in charge, when it's on him, he's 0-2. He got cooked twice this year. And their team's not better than yours. They had just as many injuries. And you know what they're going to do.
Correction. Our team is way better than you. Because when you have all this hype, you can't even perform against a team that is in a developmental year, that's transitioning into a rookie quarterback. How bad is your team that you couldn't even handle that? Correction, buddy. Your team is hot garbage, and the Minnesota Vikings are on their way up while your team is on the way down.
And he shit the bed. He got cooked by Brian Flores twice this year. He got cooked by Mike Tomlin this year. And he got cooked by Sean McVay this year. You can't do that. That's the air you have to breathe.
First game was Johnny Moe, and that was, coincidentally enough, the game Johnny Moe lost his play calling duties. It was stripped from him after that game, too. Some of it, I think we saw the ugly stuff about Jared Goff that we've been talking about for years.
Acknowledge
That's what we're talking about. I don't know. I just didn't let it ruin my Christmas because I think I've foreseen it. This is the aftermath, the abuse from other teams, other fans.
I mean, it's cool. I just don't like losing ever. I'm not just going to be like, yeah, it's all right. I saw it coming. No, it feels bad. It was Christmas, and you looked like a shitty-ass team. You didn't look good. You didn't look like, oh, maybe they could be a contender. You're going up against the Vikings, against a third-string quarterback, and you looked like dog shit on Christmas on national television.
It was always the case you weren't a contender. We found that out after the Philly game.
Yeah, but you were still supposed to beat the Vikings. Don't just accept it like it's okay.
I wanted this to happen. I wanted this to happen. I absolutely did. After the Pittsburgh Steelers game, absolutely wanted this to happen. I said it a week ago.
You're coping, dude.
I'm not coping. I said this weeks ago I wanted this to happen.
You want your team to
I needed
lose.
them to get their fucking ass whooped so they addressed the issues. And guess what happened post-game? Play the video. What Dan Campbell say?
All right. We'll leave it there. I know they're probably going to go on for like another hour friggin' talking trash and losing their minds. But one last thing. It's nice to see that they're finally realizing that Jared Goff is nowhere near as good a quarterback that they thought that he was. Oh, my goodness. You know, a lot of people want to say that Brian Flores can't do it against veteran quarterbacks. It's only against the rookies that he really shuts them down. What does that say about Jared Goff? Does he still have the mindset or the processing speed or the ability, the mental ability of a rookie quarterback? Isn't that quite revelation? All right, I'll leave you guys there. Head over to Woodward Sports. Go check out this live. Go check out everything that they talked about after that ass whooping that we put on them, reminding them that, hey, we know who you are. You're the Rerun Kings. Enjoy it, Lions fans, because it ain't getting any better anytime soon.